Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Here we are again. Um, let's see. Yep, seems like we're good. Um, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm sorry. Here we go. Can we adjust this a little bit more? There we go. Okay, so I'm thinking today we're gonna make a ruin in the grasslands. And I just feel like starting a little different and scratching an itch I haven't scratched in a while. So we're gonna do it this way. Mesh random starship. Woohoo! Yeah. Um, and let's grab. Ooh, what's alien shapes? This is a new one. Oh, that's kind of neat. They've updated this since I've last used it. That's cool. Um, but I don't think so. Double hull. We could do a double. We'll look for a second. See if we find something we like. Could be neat. Morning, Michael. I think I do like this one, actually. Maybe we'll use this as our base for our ruin that we're making. I like having that hole there. It's kind of fun. We could tweak it a bit. Do we want to? Um, yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Let's just use it. Why not? And item size. We'll go with that for our scale to start with, or bigger. Let's S3. Hey, Micah. All right, Control A, rotation scale. And we're not actually putting a spaceship in this thing, we're just using it to erode. That's a bit much, which we expected off of 1. Resolution of 8. Let's see what that gives us. More than likely. Is 8 enough? Let's go to 12. Let's really push it up a little bit so we get a bit more of the. I mean, I could put grass on it. That would technically make it grasslands. It is possible. Okay, that's a little bit more detail. Kind of like it. I think we can go with that. Let's apply it. And see what kind of awful amounts of polys we have to deal with here. Hopefully it's not too bad. Come on. There we go. That's only 3 million tries. It's not bad. Let's go ahead and decimate it since we got the time. Decimate. And down to like 0.25. Just to make it easier to edit and mess with later more than anything else. Cool. Seems good. Let's apply it. Just instead of making, random buildings, I thought it might be fun to make something else this time. And I know I'm going to want to open up another blender. We'll open up my old yesterday's Grasslands, where I first played with this. I went, ooh, this is fun. I'm going to do another one. Okay, there we go. Let's edit now. 3, Control L, 1, Control I, X, vertices. Delete all the disconnected crap. There we go. Now everything is connected, even if it's a little bit weird. Seems pretty cool to me. Let's see, scale, how big is it now? We want to make it bigger, I think. Yeah, it's 10 meters long now. Or, sorry, 10 meters high, 50 meters long. Maybe that's a good enough size. Oops, didn't save often enough for suckage. I hate when that happens. Usually the autosave does me pretty well, but it's always sad when you lose stuff. S40. Yeah, that's big. Okay, that's already huge. Might even make it, let's go to 30. Maybe make this a little smaller. There we go. Okay. Tab. There. F7. Inset. We all know the deal. Like I don't do this all the time now. Okay. Now, kind of a shape we want for it. 2. We'll grab the outer loop, turn on proportional GZ, and make it bigger just to give us a bit. Oh, we pulled the center down too. We want to do that. Back up. And let's go to random. And let's grab, I'm gonna grab all those and down slightly. And actually SZ0, even them out slightly. There we go, so that's flat. Okay, we're gonna take this sucker and we're gonna rotate it up and over, and I think around like that. So we're kind of looking at it like this as our shape primarily. And let's save. I'm thinking about putting a farm here. Let's see if we do. 240209-1 live stream farm. Okay. Good, 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 good. Now let's just double check with a human. Make sure we're good and I'm not smoking the crack. It could be a little bigger. Maybe we'll make this bigger again. And push it further back. Bring it up more. A bit bigger even again. Okay, something like that. Okay, and M, new collection, ruin, M, new collection, ground, and we should be good to go. Let's F4, append, terrain generator, rocky desert. We all know. Ooh, that's kind of weird looking. Did I not? No, there we go. I was like, what? Okay. Well, what? It was neat though. I have to play with something like that later. I think I want to try one more thing. Let's solo it, edit it, and I want to grab 3. Smooth, SZ0, decrease it way down. And like that. That might be a little much. Let's go just a little bit. I kind of want a river running through. I think that will give it to us. Cool. And I guess we probably for that. Again, solo it, edit it. Let's see. There we go. Give that just a bit of a height bump. Cool. And I think that needs to come down just a bit more. Actually, 3 face, poke face. Better. Okay. Cool. We get this little intersection point here because it's where the smallest detail is, but I don't think it's going to matter when we bring our ship back. Although, yeah, you can still see it, but I think it'll be fine. All right, save again. Turn off the ruin. Let's do our water first. And cell fluids. New fluid. And Y 66. Sure. X. Yeah, I get that. Bad dad joke, but I get it. Okay, so we can see here that we might need to bring down. Well, first off, we're probably going to need to go wider. I think that wasn't wide enough. Let's go to there. It might be okay. Okay. And we move this to ground. Yeah, we did already. Let's put in our classic cube. M to inflow. And I'll put an outflow here. just to keep it from getting too high. Doesn't even matter. Come on. Rotation scale. There we go. Outflow. And we're going to set our end to like 1,000, just while I'm thinking about it. And we're going to take this down further. Cool. And inflow to inflow. Outflow to outflow. Ground to ground. And that should be good. Let's see what we got. There goes our water. Still punting along. Come on. That should be good. We could bring that lip down just a bit if we cared, but I don't think we're ever going to look that far, so I'm not really going to bother with it. I do think we will edit and bring up all that. Just a bit. And while we're editing it, then we might as well. Down. And we could rerun it to be more accurate, but it actually looks pretty much like what I wanted it to look like now. Well, let's rerun it. Why not? I like watching the water flow through, to be honest. There's something kind of fun about it. Perfect. Yep, that's exactly what we wanted. So let's go ahead and click on it and bake static flow map. And we're good. And we really don't need any of that other stuff on the outside, but it's not so big that I care particularly. So we'll leave it for right now. And we can get rid of outflow and inflow. Famous last words, but I think we're okay. Save, turn back on our ruin, and our ship runs right across through there, which is kind of neat too. I like that. Okay. QL. We're doing well. Save. Let's go grab from the one we did yesterday, or I did yesterday. All I want is the grass. Is it here? Yep. Control C. Copy objects. Control V. M. New collection. Grass objects. Okay. Now we can come to our ground and geoscatter. I tried something I've never tried with geoscatter before yesterday, and that was wind, and I actually really liked it, so I think I'll do it again too. Never actually used it before. Let's see, viewport scatter. Yeah, we will do that. We're going to scatter that. Select objects. Scatter objects. we have the grass. We probably want it a little thicker too, but we'll go play with it first before we do that. First thing we're going to do is cull mask upward obstruction water. Come on. I put in water, didn't I? Did I not? Oh, no, I didn't yet. New collection, water. There we go. Okay. And we want it to proximity, repel, water a little bit. Give us a shore. Cool. And actually, ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this. What a new collection, which I'm gonna call obstructions. And we're gonna move water into obstructions. We're gonna move ship. Do we want to move ship into obstruction? Yeah. Where's ship? Blind. Ruin. Into obstructions. There we go. Come on. Right. Morning, Brian. And repel is fine. Upward obstruction is going to be obstructions now instead of water. Do we want that? Maybe we don't. Because then we can't do anything underneath the ship, which doesn't seem right. So let's go back to water. We'll leave ruin there, though, just in case. We might do something with it. Or we could do, okay, this is what we do. We'll repel obstructions. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Cool. Okay, save again. So check this out. I thought this was cool. We can go down here to wind. And I've just never messed with it. Waves and turbulence, both? Yeah. And it just creates wind against our objects. I think that's really neat. Waves. Turn that on, sure. Bilateral swing. Yes, even better. And strength 1.5, make it a bit more. We got a nice breeze going across our stuff. I think that's just really neat. Now, let's see. Visibility, reduce density. We'll do that in a minute though. But we're going to do this because I think we want to increase the density a little bit. Distribution, we're at 20 instances per meter squared. It's not too bad. Let's take that to like 50, 40. Let's double it. Is that going to be too much? Not enough? I think that might be okay. We want to remove those from visibility. It's still pretty snappy. Let's see what it's looking like for if we go into color. It's not too bad. I think that might be enough. Yeah, okay. And let's just cut her down. Reduce density. Yeah. Have a great weekend, Micah. Good to see you. Take care. Okay, cool. So that keeps it a little snappier. We're still doing all right there. Now, we still haven't. Good, we have not. Tab 3. Grab those, and we're going to give it a detail group and assign it. And we need to turn that on. Okay. Cool. And we're going to give this a culling mask vertex group of detail. Turn back on geoscatter. Okay. So it's gonna be our farm area. We might change the way we do that culling mask, but I'm all right with it for right now. I might want it more square. 7. Now I want to Shift A, curve, Bez curve, set to draw on where am I? I'm blind. Oh, edit. There we go. On draw on surface. X vertices. Now we're going to go create our ring. And actually, we're going to do it different. We're going to create it this way. And leave that as our entrance. Okay. Object mode. Now, I'm going to go grab something else. File, open, don't save. 3D assets. Valhalla. And we're thinking away. Cool. I'm going to come down here somewhere so I can see shit. We want, I think we want this low one just because we want to be able to see better. Copy objects, V, and object set origin 3D cursor. Object set origin geometry to origin. Cool. And I want to make sure it has no parents. Okay, yes, because that's always annoying to me. And I don't want it in ruins either. I don't want any of this in ruins. New collection, farm. There we go. Little parts instead of whole buildings. Yep, always. Oh, no, I didn't want to delete that. I wanted to delete that. There we go. Now this, object set origin to 3D cursor, object set origin, geometry to origin. There we go. Now, add modifier. Where are they? Array, fit curve. Did I grab it? There we go. Fit curve, and then add modifier, curve. Curve object, base curve. And woohoo! We have our fence. And we should be able to GZ, bring it up slightly. Yeah. Let's go underneath. GZ. What? Fine. That. GZ. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Indeed. And we could grab one of those buildings. Like I said, these I'm less concerned sometimes when they're like super generic looking. So it's like, oh, it's a hut. Do we care? Not really. To get rid of the shields. I don't like the shields, but we could get this object. Copy objects. And 7 v object set origin 3D cursor. Object set origin geometry to origin. GZ. And bring it up. Cool. Seems all right. I really don't like the shields though. Which is fine. Tab. This is shield yellow, select them all. Shield red, select them all. Shield green, select them all. Shield blue, select them all. And Control L. Cool. And we probably still have a little bit more, yep, because we got all that extra stuff. But X, vertices. Now this is sheet light, select. No, we got multiples of it, but Shift hide. There we go. Alt Z, Control L, X, vertices, unhide everything. Got rid of the shields. Okay. Now let's see. I don't want to get out of it. I might get rid of the tapestries too. Although I kind of like having something there. We'll leave them for right now. Okay. Cool. And there's our farm. Where's our farm? New collection, farm, buildings and move them inside a farm. Look at me being organized today. And the reason for that is I don't actually think I want this to have this vertex group there. I want it to have an object repel of farm buildings of like 5 meters. Something like that. Does it work out to basically the same thing? Basically. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll go. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's apply this. I think this will help us out. Control A, apply. Now we can do something different with it. 7. Let's kill geometry nodes for right now. Or I keep saying geometry nodes, geoscatter nodes. There we go. And C. Just want to come closer to the edge here. If it goes over a little bit, it's fine. Make it bigger. The wheel. Select that. And make that detail. I mean, we could. I don't think it's used for anything else at the moment. Assign. Cool. Now bring back geoscatter. And we will go back and add back in the culling mask detail. Yep. And it just seems like it's bigger. Let's see, Control I, there we go. Insert it, remove that, because we still had the old stuff too. There we go, tab, that's why. So now we have grass to basically right up to the outside of our fence. We have our shape. We start looking cool there. Cool. Now, let's jump to one more thing, keep playing. Let's save again. 37 minutes, good. Okay. Biome scatter, open biomes. I want my rocky one again. Just say dry biome 3. Yes, it's big, fine. Okay, close. And we're gonna turn this one off right now. So the first thing we wanna do is upward obstruct on the water, I think. Well, maybe we don't actually. Okay. The first thing we wanna do is rock 1 is going to have a culling mask of our vertex group detail. Keep that out of our space. It could also have a proximity repel to the farm of 2. Yeah, keeps it outside those thing there. Looks good. Okay, but there's way too many of them rocks, I think. So let's cut it down. So we got about, yeah, that many. Fine. And then we want to come up to our grass one and go to ecosystem and repulse it from rock 1. And it doesn't have to be far. 0.1, 0.2. Let's see what that does. Should mostly keep it away, not 100%, but mostly keep it from sticking through our rocks. We could go a little more and go to like 0.3, and maybe we will go to 0.5. Cool. mostly keeps it away from our bigger rocks. Not our smaller rocks, but our bigger rocks. And the other thing I wanted to do on this one is rotation, and there we go. Influence of vertical 0.85. So it will try to go up instead of follow the land perfectly, although the wind changes that anyway. So that's cool. Save again. Now, grass, I think we do want to have a upward obstruction of water. Now this is low grass, so it will go right to the edge now if we look. Let's see. Save. See how we feel about it. We might have to turn it on. Yeah, let's turn it on. Crush fingers. Yeah, so it goes to the edge of our shoreline, which maybe we'll cut it back a little bit. It's repulsing. It's not rock, it's rock 1. There we go. Better. And we're also going to do object repel water of like minimal distance of like 0.1. Just so we have a little bit of shoreline that doesn't have grass on it. And that's cool. And are we okay with grass in here? I think we are. That's fine. We'll allow grass inside of our fence. Now, what else do we need to do to increase our realism on this space? That is not a rhetorical question. I'm asking myself that. Could always add more plants. I like having a few rocks in the water. I think that's cool. We're not going to have water plants, I don't think. But I like this. I'm good with this, reasonably speaking. Let's go grab this bad boy. Just first we need to tab A U Smart UV project. Sure. Okay, it's been UV'd. And we're going to give it that same rock we've been using. So we'll have to go through and make it brighter again too. I could pull it from another one, but I think it's just as fast to do it this way. So we might as well. Oh, I don't want to add the insert. I want to add the material. Yeah. And shading. No, not CF water. This bad boy. Did I not grab him? Maybe because I did it the weird way. Key B, 3D. Fine. This is what I get when trying to be smart. Add material. There we go. Shading. Shift A, search hue saturation value. Value of 2. Maybe even 3. Let's see what that looks like. Go real bright. 3 seems okay, actually. Let's do it. Save. Cool. Now, if I had this giant rock thing behind me, would I use it in my hut? Potentially, I would. What would I do with it? I mean, I could build platforms off of it, but I don't necessarily want to, like, I want him to live here on the ground. Let's go look over here in our Viking stuff and just see if we see anything we really like. I'll grab that, not that, 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 that. Control C, copy objects. Buildings. Turn off geoscatter. Control V. 7G. Let's bring all that shit over to here. GZ. There we go. And seven R G Shift C. Just bring it over too much. And back out again. Okay. There we go. That's cool. How's another one? I don't mind two, it's fine. Cool. A little bit of cheesiness, but that's cool. And let's see, there's more. We want to grab. I like this thing. I'm going to rotate our house. So the door is there. Control V, G, GZ. Cool. Yep, that looks all right. And just stealing stuff, but that's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. What we got here? Cooking pit. Yeah. Let's grab one of those. Grab this bench too. Back up. Cool. Okay. Turn back on geoscatter. See what we got. Cool. I think grass on geoscatter. The small grass. Where was he? Dry biome. Grass. I'm going to also object repel farm buildings, but not a lot. 0.2, 0.1, and 0.1. There we go. doesn't seem too obvious, but just to show our stuff better. Okay. And let's just keep scrolling through, see what else we see, if there's anything else we want here. No funeral urns, we're good there. Always good to grab some. No. This. Just cutter. Oh, there they are. Dot. Seven R G and where do we want it? That same kind of thing. Put it over the side. Yeah. Cool. Like it. Liking it a lot. What I'm not liking so much is this edge here. Well, I'm not sure we see it super well, but let's just fix it because we can. Append. Blender brushes. Rock brushes. Append. Save. Object sculpt mode. And brush. I grab, I don't know, really doesn't matter. That one, sure. Texture, turn on VDM because these are older brushes. Add some rocks here. Kind of dig that. And maybe I will grab a different one. It's flatter. Yeah. And just tweak this a bit. Cool. And maybe go back to the other one. Which one was it? I don't remember which one I was using. I don't remember. That one? Yes. Give ourselves just a bit more of a cliff edge here. Sure. And object mode. And because of that, I think I'm going to go to here and I'm going to give this one, this is our big grass, abiotic. I'm going to give it a slope maximum of 60 with a 15 transition. Save. Let's turn it back on. We may not even notice it, but let's see if we set it to a 45. There's a little bit of opening up of those rocks there. Let's see. What are we looking at? That looks cool. I'm liking our space. I am not liking those banners, but again, we can fix that. I don't necessarily mind having banners, but I don't want them to be that material. L, is it just the one material? Yeah, flags, select. Cool. I'm just gonna make them be grungy cloth instead. I don't want them to be flags. Let's move that off. Close this one and take a look. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like them better as just straight fabric hangy things. For sure. Those are like nets. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I didn't realize they were transparent, but I like it. Win! Um, is that our door? Yeah, that is our door. Good. It is right there. And I think I want to add a path to the water away from this grass here too. So let's do that. Turn off geoscatter. Edit this bad boy and see. Something like that. Yeah. And maybe even like that. And add that to detail. Turn back on geoscatter. Yeah, okay, we have paths now. It's hard to tell here, but yeah. So they've definitely, cleared away the grass to get to their house, and then somewhere around here off camera somewhere, which we will never look at probably. So mhm. There are weird rock things sticking up. The only thing I want to check, just to see if I like it better or not. What happens if we take our weird round thing and rotate it so it's more like literally looming over our hut? Go up a bit more into the water just a little bit, although I know I didn't match the flow to that. It should be fine. Do we want to like make it more a part of that? That's kind of cool, actually. Really emphasize the weirdness. Yeah. Let's do that. And if we're going to do that, do we want to play with draping some stuff over it? Maybe we do. We could certainly create a cable from here to here. Scale it down. Quite small. Decrease that. Cool. Good. Shift AC, simulate the cable. Hi, Anmi. Nice to see you. Always a pleasure. Putting a cable in for you, just as you arrived. Just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. I probably should have turned off geoscatter before I did that. It's taking forever to simulate. Come on. Ah! Gonna give it 10 more seconds. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're gonna kill it. Unless it's decreasing. No, it's not. Kill it. Okay. And we'll just load it from here. Recover, autosave. I think it's sad from being in a folder that gets used to compare for geoscatter is what I think, but we're still over the top. Good. Let's turn off geoscatter and just go to collection for right now. Create cable. Try it again from the top to that. Scale it down. In. Great. Control save. Simulate. Let's try it again. Yeah, that's definitely the problem. Not liking this one yet though. Don't want off the top. Off the side here to there. That seems better. Yep, that's better. We can still fix it a bit more though. Tab. No, turn off proportional. There we go. And now it's the shortest distance. Cool. A little bit of a cable thing going there. And do we want to, let's see. Object set origin to geometry, or just 2. Okay, there we go. Mesh plane RY90 solo. Let's see. Um, 5. No, that's not what I do it. Grid model first off. Tab. Control A, rotation scale. There we go. Tab. W, grid modeler. Been a pain in my ass. And 1. Cool. X faces. No. Yeah, why are you being this way? I just want to make it work now. Come on, grid modeler. Don't be a pain. Just want to cut. Should just let me do a 1 or a 5 should be fine, but 4. There we go. Right? Yep. L. X faces. There we go. Fine. Okay. Tab. Scale. Okay. Now, let's see. Add modifier. Curve. Select cable. Cool. Y. Yeah, that works. And then RY90. GZ. Good. I'm gonna Q array. Fine, but we want to go above. Or are they? 2. Yeah. Y. 0. Okay. 3. There we go. All of those like that. That looks good. Q. Apply modifiers. I'm actually just playing around with something just for funs. But, you know, that's all right too. Simply add-ons. Create simply cloth. And I don't need this at all, but I do need, actually, before I do this, undo history. There we go. Tab. Let's see, 7. K, K, K. There we go. That should just be a quad. One. Where's the quad not going on it? Did I miss it here? No. Three A, Q, doesn't even matter. Shift Q, mesh, quad slice. Sure. Good enough. There's, oh, something, I missed it here. That's why. But good enough. There we go. Now we can apply everything. Q, apply modifiers. Now we can create simply cloth. Get rid of the, let's go simple. There we go. And tab solo 1 C. I missed Anmi going. Oh well. Bye, Anmi, if you're still basically here. Pin them, assign, tab, play. There we go. They get a slight twist to them, but that's cool. I'm actually all right with that. And is there wind here? We could add a wind modifier to it, couldn't we? And which way is the wind going? Roughly, that's all over the place, so it doesn't even matter. Let's add Shift A force field of turbulence. Sure. Radius. Good deal. Do we get a force? Or turbulence? All right, fine. Force field of wind. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Wind. Kind of roughly that way. There we go. Strength 10. Should apply to these, right? There's nothing we need to do. Let's see. Should just be cloth. Should be okay. Wind. Strength 500. Let's just see if it's doing anything. Doesn't seem like it. I'm not going to give it too much of a chance time, but I thought you could apply wind to it. I was almost certain you could. Where am I missing it? Because it's just cloth parameters. It's a cloth sim. Physics tab, cloth. Field weights. Yeah. Should be good. I'm not going to care too much longer. Yeah, where was it? $5,000. Let's just see. One more time. That definitely works. Cool. We got wind now. Great. And finish cloth. Finish and apply cloth. Okay. Cool. I just need to punch it up more. And grunge cloth too. There we go. And we'll just make that grunge cloth as well. We got some. Yes, quad remesher is good. It's basically, I don't know if you know the Z remesher in ZBrush. It is essentially the exact same algorithm as Z remesher. It's really good, particularly at lower resolutions. As you start getting high, it's not a replacement for retopologizing, and it does some weird things sometimes with hard surfaces. So yeah, so if you like Z remesher, it's good. It's not a doesn't solve all the problems in the world. I like using it when I stretch the hell out of terrains just to fix things. It gets less useful for final meshes. Yeah, I think the wind thing turns out cool. Okay. And do I want some fishies? I don't know. Maybe not. Like fishy. Okay. Let's do a sky. Could be. Yeah, it's certainly not a bad thing to have. I use it quite a bit, but I don't use it for final. Yeah. Um, so your mileage may vary. Yes, it is pretty good though. What am I looking for? HDR Maker. Open world. What do we want to use? This one? Let's try this one. I got might be a little too close. I mean, these are always good. We like them. We use them a lot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good level of sun. Let's rotate it. See where we want it to be. Wee dark. I actually think that close to 0 is pretty good this time. Like 300. Let's see. Ah, yes. Yeah, it probably will help with that. For the landscape stuff, yes, I tend to like it a lot. Um, I don't know that I would use it as much for creatures and things like that. That's kind of what I'm saying. That's turned out all right. I wish I'd given myself a little bit more room in the front, but sometimes you just don't have it. Let's see. I feel like this could be pretty cool though. Photographer, camera, Alexa, lens, anamorphic, 35, sure, and resolution. Okay, something like that. Let's try to drop out and turn off geoscatter again so we move a little bit faster. Let's get right to the edge of our ground. And do we care? Maybe we don't care that we don't see the top of the thing. Do we like that as a composition for big shapes? It's pretty cool. Focus on the hut, I would say. Delete this person. Now let's see. You can just do it now. It's just add modifier, geometry nodes. If you have Blender 4, I'm not sure. If you're an earlier version of Vendor, I'm not sure. But in 4, that's all you do. It's pretty cool looking. I'm not 100% sold on this material for this guy. It might be a bit too bright now. I know I made it brighter, but I reserve the right to change my mind. Yeah, I think 4 is when they added geometry nodes into the like default section of the way the tool works. So 1. Yeah, I think we'll go dark this time because the sky is so bright. It's very much a bad photography time. Professional photographers hate shooting in this kind of light. It's like, ugh, everything's so stark. So cool. We're gonna need to change our. Well, I guess we probably don't actually, because it's basically just a blue sky. But we'll go to 8. Mm. Oh yeah, no, the chat is really annoying for being out of sync. I wish I could speed it up to get it more real time because you guys are like a minute behind me. I can always tell every time I say goodbye for the day. It's like, yeah, you guys are all gonna be like, bye, Seth, after I'm like done. So it's annoying. I haven't found any setting in OBS to make it better though. I think that looks cool. I like it. The only thing I might do, although I don't want it to have those funky um, colors, but let's see if we can give it something other than just red. Yeah, I like it just like a red color. I think that's cooler. Just to test other things. Blue is too close to our. Oh, he's just being funny. Right. Yes, you still have 5 more minutes of me, at least. Hey. Although we're getting near the end. So I like that red. I think that's good. I kind of want this to be in shadow right here, just to give us a bit more of a dark light bounce back. So let's turn off scatter so it's faster. This is where we want to go. Should be right on the edge, yeah. And let's just create here. Shift A, mesh, rock. Sure, let's just make it a rock just to make it a little less completely uniform. I'm grabbing it, this thing. And just trying to line it up where I want it. There we go, that's better. I have never done any scripting in Blender. I can code in C++. Well, I suppose I should say I could code in C++ 20 years ago. It's been a long time. But I've never really felt like I needed to code them. Like, oh, what do I want? Somebody's already done it, so I'm great. If I needed to make something, I probably would, but you know. Um, I'm sure YouTube is the latency problem, but yeah, Python certainly is the Blender shader or Blender coding thing. But again, figure out what you want to code and then go nuts. That's the key. Um, do we want a dude? Maybe we could do a dude. I don't know. I don't think I want a person today. No peoples. I think that sells what I'm looking for just fine without a person. Our weird shape doesn't really look like a spaceship, which is fine because you don't necessarily wanted it to be a spaceship, even if that's what it started as. But I like it. We'll try it for some different angles too to show more than just like a sideways block. But yeah, I think it's cool. I like playing with the wind. That was cool today. That shadow definitely just makes it for me. It's the weird little things, but it does. Yeah, coding's one of those things you just need to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it till it sticks. It's like learning a foreign language because that's basically what it is. If you only study it one time, you'll never remember anything. Um, Says the former computer science guy, and I'm sure Brian can agree because he's the current computer science guy. Um, I really do like those too. Our little, you know, Tibetan prayer flags, basically. On a Viking longhouse in the Serengeti, because why not? I like our little grass here and our big grass there. I'm just kind of giving it a once over to see if there's anything that's really calling to me as needing to be different. I don't think so. The terrain is called Auto Terrainer. I got it off of Gumroad. There's a free version and a $5 version. I'm using the $5 version, but you know, um, but yeah, Auto Terrainer. If you Google it, you'll find it on Gumroad. Okay, folks, I think I'm gonna call this one for today. I think we're done, and we're right at 90 minutes. Um, and yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate it. I hope it was interesting. Um, and I'll be back again on Monday. Still not entirely sure how much longer we'll be playing in the Fluxlands before we jump to something else. We've now made like 230 images in this project, so we're getting to the point where I don't mind moving on to something else, but we'll see. As long as I keep having ideas, I'll keep making stuff here. And after that, I think we'll go to like some kind of a modern fictional thing. But anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you later. Okay, bye.